Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom Chapter 803. Alright, so we've got Toe here doing his, what is it? Rasang? I think it is. It just means spinny soul. The third pillar, so yeah, attacking Han will be the Haishin unit alongside the Toe unit. Or army. Why'd I say unit? But anyway. So we've got some officials still doing the registry, it looks like. Oh, what the heck? There's actually like a little settlement inside like a mud wall? Okay. Good lord, are all those scrolls? Dang. So that's what this is all focusing on, it looks like. Because they do have to conscribe enough people to do, what was it? I forget what number it was. So yeah, they're looking for a lot. That dude's just waving them off. So they give them money. And he's like, yeah. So they just hired a bandit group? Alright. The most difficult factor of creating a family registry with every kin citizen was that it also had to include people from settlements that Kanyu wasn't even aware of. So to catalog the people in these locations that were not governed by any castles or cities, the workers had to have to find them first. Not only was the searching within such a vast territory a monumental task. Is it really around here? So they're just looking. It should be, according to the reports. The Samu tribe's settlement is somewhere in these mountains. But even after finding these locations, in many cases the inhabitants were not even aware they were kin citizens, and so factions often would occur. Friction, I mean, but I can't read. Oh my god. Did they just kill some of the officials? They were fighting a war of their own. But even so, the civil officers did not give up. They're getting the hell out of there. And desperately continued to send reports back to Kanyu. Thus, the number of kin citizens cataloged in the registry would steadily increase as the months passed. I forget, how much time did he say to get that done? Like, that. Here, mother. Still there. Won't go up. In the meantime, oh, look at little Ray, yeah. Actually, how old is that child by now? They look at least 5 or more. In the meantime, it's snowing. A new year began. It's falling. No wonder it was getting so cold. Yu-Chen, after it accumulates, let's have a snowball fight. Oh, wait, you're 8 years old. Okay. Well, I couldn't tell from that vantage point, but okay, makes more sense. Alright. I won't lose. Would be so great if it really did accumulate. Oh my god. In other words, yeah, they made a big-ass snowman. Or is it just really far away? That hair will not leave me alone. You heard cat got your tongue? Hair got my tongue. Anyway. Father, Your Highness. So, there he is, the man of the hour. It was at the opening of the year in which the Kin army would attack Han. Oh, it's about to happen. The 16th year in Emperor Issei's reign. Okay, so it looks like spring is occurring here. Because there's like little seeds growing and stuff. And haha, we have the Haishin trio. Kyokai, why are you yawning? My bad, I'm late. You're late, you idiot. What? Ah, yes, you. I forget. It's like Omu something. The right-hand man of Toe. God damn it. No matter how much time passes, even after you become a general, your personality doesn't mature even a little bit. Listen to me. Oh, wait, so that's not who I thought it was. It's Ryu Koku. And he's being told to calm down. He's not even that late. Whoa, my bad. I've had it with you. I want to go back. This guy's too loud. What did you just say, little lady? It's general now. Yeah, I don't. Is this dude even a general? I don't even know. It's like Ryu, Koku. That's enough. Hurry up and sit down, and I'll cut you, or I'll cut you. What? Holy crap, Toe. Well then, I just had a meeting with the Chief of Military Affairs, Shohei-kun, a few days ago, and I just had a meeting, but it was also a few days ago. Funny. And I called you all here to inform you of its contents. First, as we had already established, this year we will be invading Han with all those present in this tent. Okay, so it's basically just Han's men. Not Han, Toe's men here. You got like 3 lieutenants, or maybe they're generals? I would assume they're generals. Then we of course got the Haishin trio, but in the Civil War, why I keep wanting to say war, world, the creation of the family registry is proceeding well despite the difficulties. That was one of the 3 pillars envisioned by Shohei-kun. Why can't I talk today? Goddamn. The hair. It's the curse of the hair. It should be completed by the end of summer, and he intends on using it to conscribe a new army of 200,000 men. 200! In one go? Stop making a fuss at everything. What is the first pillar? Or that is the first pillar, and with that, we will strengthen the Haishin unit, the Gyokuho, and the Gakuka to create new main armies. The second pillar? Correct. And he intends on using the second pillar to build the third pillar. In short, we will destroy Han. Okay, everyone just kind of stares, some grin. But however, our mission is not as simple as just destroying the country. What do you mean? The true objective behind destroying Han is to steal its lands, people, and gold, and use the power acquired there to once again challenge and defeat Roboco. So soon? To ultimately destroy Zhao. So it's like 3rd time's the charm, huh? I see, so the goal really was Zhao and Roboco, and then, yeah, the 3-pillar plan that my teacher created is so King can get back on its feet. Meaning that even if just militarily he aims to get his country back to the state it was before it lost 2 times, and then resumes Zhao's invasion. What? Hold on a second. The way you guys are talking is as if Han was just a simple stepping stone. It kind of is. It's the smallest nation. So even though it's one of the mighty 7 countries, it can still be destroyed that easily. No, unfortunately it won't be easy at all. Huh? If it was easy, then we would have just destroyed it right at the beginning, before doing anything else. Is it true that Han is the smallest and weakest of the 7 kingdoms? But there is a very good reason that no one was able to destroy it so far. It's because it intertwines so much with the others for information, right? So it's like they could easily backstab anybody. If we try to destroy Han, then Zhao and Wei will send huge armies to its aid. It's got alliances. If Han becomes Qin's territory, then it will be used as a proper base to invade Zhao and Wei. Even though Zhao doesn't share a border with Han anymore, they will still can't afford to lose them. And that's why... Wait. Yeah, even though he doesn't share a border with Han anymore. Where's... Huh. Yeah, I guess so. They did take that little bit. So they'd have to go through Ken territory just to get there. And then cross a river at that, it looks like. And that's why, for this campaign, the Gakuka and the Gyokuho will be stationed to cut the reinforcement lines from each of these countries. Ah. So he wants us to take Han down in the meantime. That's extremely difficult task that the Ken couldn't even try for so many years. When he was alive, our Lord had said that an attack on Han would inevitably turn into a quagmire. So our situation is so dire that right now we have no other choice but to go face that, huh? That is correct. But if we go through too much, excuse me, attrition in there and didn't have enough power left to challenge Zhao afterwards, then it would be all in vain. But the time for Han's conquest given to me by Shohei-kun is 2 years. 2 years? Meaning that if we take longer than that, we'll be accumulating too many losses. Exactly. We have to take down the capital of Shinte and destroy Han within 2 years while doing our best to keep our losses to a bare minimum. That is the true meaning of the Shohei-kun's I added a "the" of Shohei-kun's third pillar. If we cannot accomplish that, then the path to China's unification is lost. I mean, it essentially would be like the third time that they fight or try to fight Zhao. Well, I know that, but it's impossible. First he says that he's destroying Han will be difficult. Then he tells us to do it in 2 years with minimum losses. He's contradicting himself. Those are our orders. And has teacher said that the plan will be? Only that he has the utmost faith in us. Oh my god. I mean, I guess he was strategizing so much for those pillars that I guess he never could get to the next phase. What the hell? He's just leaving everything to us, teacher. That probably just means that he's still thinking of a plan. And that as the generals who will be on the field, we also have to exercise our wisdom. Didn't Rokuomi and the others go to see Han's capitals, Shinte? Just the capital. Right now we're talking about what comes after the capital. I leave it to you, Ryokoku. Too fast. At least pretend to think for a bit. Naturally, I also intend on thinking of a strategy, but all of you what? What's wrong, Toe? He's staring at Kyokai. What is it, Kyokai? Is there something you want to say? What is it? Don't be afraid to speak up. What? Don't tell me you have a plan of yours. Or plan for us. General Kyokai. Kukuku. Yeah, I do. Maybe. Maybe. Huh? Kyokai, what? The subjugation of Han will, while keeping losses at a minimum with a 2-year time limit. Kyokai's extremely unreasonable strategy is... I mean, she's come up with good strategies in the past, be they big or small, so I could see it becoming useful. But I don't know what it is just yet, so we'll obviously have to wait and see, but... So ultimately this chapter came down to, okay, we take out Han. Got 2 years. Also keep your losses low. But then we're just going to attack Zhao afterwards. So, okay. Which is interesting that they talk about setting up Han as the base, even though there's a section of Kin lands between Zhao and where Han would be at that point. So that's kind of interesting. So I guess it's just going to be like, maybe they're going to build up a supply route and an ambush kind of style of things for when Zhao comes to try and take out the new fledgling settlement of Ken, which then would allow Ken to, as they head out, they'll be able to maybe resupply. They'll be able to attack the soldiers because they'll already be in Ken territory. So it's like Zhao's going to be walking into their neighborhood. So that's how I'm thinking that'll work. But then, also the fact that whichever one, either Ohan or Moten, will be presumably leading that ambush-like charge against Zhao, and then the other will be taking care of Wei, which will be its own freaking thing. To be honest, I think they should have taken out Wei next after that. Like build up more land, build up more forces, resources, like that seemed to be the way better thing, But hey, Shohei-kun got a wild hair up his ass, and apparently a revenge boner at that, so Zhao it is. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering what Han will do. Like, obviously they've got reinforcements going to come in. They're probably going to break through to some extent. And then that's where the quagmire will come into play. But then they're, like, presumably they have alliances with those two nations, so that makes sense. They did exist on their borders. Alliances are a thing, and plus that helps the flow of information a lot easier when you're not having to sneak through. You can be openly invited over, for a delegation, and then you spy your ass off. So, but yeah, we don't fully know their full military might. Like, the last time we really saw it was, good lord, well over 12 years ago, in story. Actually, it's been way longer than that now. It's been, 15, 17 years, maybe? I don't know. It's hard for me to keep up with it because the characters don't visually change that much. But, let's see, it was the 16th year of Sei's reign. So, yeah, we're getting kind of close to a 15-year range, I think, since the last time we saw Han's military might. So, a lot could have changed, but considering they obviously... actually, if it's been that long, yeah, there'd be a whole slew of new soldiers that would be right at the age of, enlisting and whatnot. So, they might have rebuilt after the coalition, but I don't know. But yeah, the fact that they're going in with no combat plans, no strategies, no tactics that are, coming from on high. I'm wondering what Toe was, before he noticed Kyokai. Like, what was his strategy going in? He says he was plotting one. We'll see. But Kyokai's already coming up with one, so I'm actually like, what the hell? But she probably got strategies running through her head quite a bit anyway. So, makes sense. But anyway, that's about all I have to say about the chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content. Links down below for my socials. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel. Go check it out. And as always, later days. Until next time, Keishlings. What you hiding, Kyokai?